Hello, Libra. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Morgan Greer Tarot. Supportive Oracle cards, Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stacey DeMarco. Okay. Like, the energy is like really flowing very easily. So, I'm hoping this is a good thing for you. Let's find out. Because it seems like it's already on a track and it's already doing what it needs to do. Is that going to be good? Yes. Okay. The energy is just, this is just going to like, it's kind of like if you're thinking about like a water slide and you just kind of, you just kind of slide down and you do what you got to do and it's fun. Well, this isn't going to be fun the whole time, but it's going to be fairly good. And there's going to be those moments kind of like where you're kind of like, whoa, where am I going? You're considering giving up on something. Are you gonna? Maybe. In the past, there's been a lot of disappointments. And your thoughts are like, you know what? I don't even know if it makes sense for me to be here anymore. No matter what I try to do, no matter how far I try to get, I feel like I've gone 3 to 4 steps ahead, and then I get smacked back 10 places. Like, I get 3 to 4 spots ahead, and I get smacked back 10 more places. And I'm like, what is going on with this? Every time I try to do something well, it just seems like it goes more against me than for me. That's the Five of Cups, though. It doesn't mean that's actually how that's playing out, but it seems like that's how you feel. Kind of like, I don't even know why I'm here. I just don't even think it makes a difference. Like, is it even good that I'm here? Should I even be here? Now, there's a good energy around you with the Empress. I feel like you have some type of ally trying to help you through this. Somebody who's actually trying to help you. Somebody's trying to show you the balance. That's interesting. They're trying to help you see like where you have made a difference, where your participation is good, where you are of value. Somebody's trying to show you where you do fit in, that you do make a difference. At the same time, though, you're like, I guess, but it doesn't feel like it. It makes me like unhappy, really unhappy. Kind of like, I guess I'm making a difference, but you're not happy. You're like, I just don't feel like I should have to live my life this way. I'm getting that energy. Like, I don't feel like I should have to live my life this way. Somebody's trying to help you. But again, I feel like they're supplying balance in the sense of like, you see a lot of negative, they're showing you a lot of positive. They're showing you how you do matter. But at the same time, it's going to come right down to how you feel. If you don't feel like, you know, you're happy at the end of the day, and it's constantly feeling like that, like, I'm here, but I'm just like, the best part of going, at the end of the day is falling asleep and just falling asleep and being done with that day. And you're not even looking forward to the next day. You know, if you're not even looking forward to the next day, there's a problem here. I'm getting like you're making a very dominant, I want to say, like, see, I'm starting to stutter, and I think that when you're coming to this decision, it's like you're getting ready to paraglide or parachute, like you're getting ready to jump out of the plane, you're right at the door, and you're kind of like, I jump out this door, this is just how it's going to work out, and that's that. Once I jump out the door, it's a done deal, and I feel like you're coming towards this decision that way, kind of like, once I jump out the door, and I'm headed towards the planet, like, you know, I'm plummeting towards the Earth, the parachute better work, or it's just too bad, so sad. That's it. So I think that energy's right there, because I'm getting the masculine with the abundance. But the masculine seems like it's a very rigid way to look at this, kind of like there's no halfway. It's either you're doing it or you're not. And the abundance is coming in with this 10 of Cups, kind of like this is what's enticing you. Kind of like, I don't want to live like this anymore. I want to wake up again and be happy about the day. I want to be excited about the day again. I want to get to the end of a day and feel like I made a difference. I want to get to the end of the day and feel good about myself again. And I'm not here. I'm not. If this reading is hitting, that's the energy I'm connecting to, just to be fair. Whatever subject we're dealing with. Like, I'm not happy. This is not working for me. You are you were making that decision internally first. You have to, obviously. But you got very interesting knights coming in. You got the Knight of Fire and you get the Knight of Earth. Wands and Pentacles. Once you make your decision, you're going to stick to it. There's a lot of passion. I'm getting fire as passion in this situation. Like, once you see your way to where you can be happy again and enjoy your life again, you're like, I got to do it. I got to do it. I got to do it. And you're going to make that decision to move on. I didn't even see this card in the center just till now. Because this is what's going on with everything coming together. And you have decided you need to go. You have to move on from this situation. Very similar to Gemini. Whatever you're dealing with, however that's working, I don't see you having like a lot of pushback. I just seem like when you make this decision, I feel like it's accepted. Similar, but not the same as Gemini. It's definitely a difference here. So let's stay in Libra energy here. It seems to be accepted. I feel like whatever it is that you're doing to disconnect from this situation, be it relationship, work, whatever it is, you're putting out there, I've made my decision, I'm going to do whatever you're going to do. You've jumped out of the plane, right? Whoever you have to deal with this is accepting that within rules. And there's gratitude. Like, they seem to be like, yeah, okay, that's good. I don't know what to say about that. I feel like this might be, again, similar to Gemini. There may be people here that you just, your energy, the way you handle things was just in direct contrast to the way they do things. So, they wanted you to go is what I'm getting. I think they wanted you to go. The gratitude seems to be both ways. You're happy to be out of it. They're happy to let you go. Within whatever these rules are with the Hierophant, like, you're going to do whatever you need to do to shut things down. They're going to do what they need to do. There seems to be, once it's over, there seems to be respect, kind of like, okay, now that we're done, we don't have to fight about it anymore. We can just shut it down. That's... Fruition to me is like, that's the final harvest when I think of fruition. Like, it's come to its pinnacle. It's come to its final resting spot. This is the most you're going to get out of it. And I'm getting here with the Seven of Pentacles. Whatever you're leaving, that situation isn't changing. So once you leave, the way that that's working, it's almost like somebody else is going to come in and do the same thing you had to do. Somebody else is going to have to suffer through this the same way you had to suffer through it. Situation does not get better is what I'm getting. Does not change. But your involvement in it is done. You've done everything you need. You've grown. You've done your spiritual growth. Whatever you needed to do here emotionally, you've done it. Spiritual growth, check mark. Done. Moving on. Enough is enough. It seems like it's a fairly easy movement out of this. Whatever it is, it seems like you move on from it fairly easily. So the fact that the other side's in agreement, actually, this is how that benefits you. You get to move on from it fairly easily. I'm also getting, as you're leaving this situation, you got a very interesting mix of energy. You've got the Star card with the Fear card, which is not bad. This is not bad, but this is again how this is just, it just seems to go, it's sliding right along very easily, and the farther you go, it just keeps going. I feel like you're going into, like, if it's a job situation or business, you're out there looking for new situations to be a part of, or you're getting involved in a new situation, but when you get involved in it, it's kind of like you're having that anxiety, like, oh boy, am I going to have the same situation? Is it going to be rough again? Is it going to be the same way as it was? I feel like I'm nervous. Even if it's like leaving one relationship and going into another one, I feel like there's immediate anxiety. Here's why, but this is not bad. That's the thing. Whatever the next situation is that you're going into, this is a very strong piece of it. The Emperor with the trust. Okay, now the thing is with the Emperor card is Aries. Aries and Libra are opposites. they usually, well, Aries energy is very direct, okay, which I like. Libra can sometimes have a challenge with it because it's direct to the point that Libra thinks it's rude or crude or something like that. They think it's a little bit rash and just unnecessary. Aries can be warlike. It's true. Aries can also be extremely fun. Let's be fair. Just to be fair. But this energy, when you're countering it, trust with the Emperor is telling me they're very blunt, they're very to the point. They don't hide any punches, they don't play any games. What you see is what you get. You don't ever have to question where you stand with this person. They're going to tell you. You're not going to even have to question where they stand with other people because they're going to be very blunt about that too. To you, they're kind of like a bull in a china shop. You know what I mean? They're kind of you're kind of like, oh, you're kind of like, this isn't necessary. We don't need to be breaking all this stuff. On the up hand, though, I feel like this is kind of like the muscle, and you're going to be like the finesse. So when you come into this next situation, whatever it is, business, relationship, whatever you got, this person's going to be the muscle. They're going to go in there and like dig out the problems. You know, they're going to call things out. That's not right. This isn't right. That's got to change. You're going to be the energy that comes in behind and kind of like cleans up the mess and, you know, patches up the bruises and cuts. Like, you're the one who's going to be kind of, I don't want to say the cleanup crew, because I think that's going to be something else. I think you're going to be the one, like, after the bull has gone through, kind of like, well, now that the bull has kind of shown us where the floorboards weren't really that stable anyway, we get to get this other word over here, and you can fix that like that, and you can have this other person help you. Like, after the bull has gone through and kind of, like, done what they need to do, you're kind of like, well, now that it's kind of messed up, let's fix it in a better way. And that's what I mean, like, you're coming in afterwards, like, the finesse. Kind of like, now that that doorway's kind of been beat up a little bit from the bull, and we have to replace it. You know what, we kind of could use a bigger doorway anyway. So let's do this. Since we're going to take that doorway out, let's make it a little bigger. Let's get something a little more sturdy. Like, you're the one who comes in after and says, now that things are a little bit messed up, let's just improve them. Since we're going to have to rebuild them, let's improve them while we rebuild them. I don't think this energy is going to be combative with you as long as you work with it. Like, if you try to cut this energy off, or you try to, like, for example, if the bull wants to go into the china shop and you're trying to redirect it somewhere else, the bull wants to go in the china shop. It's like the bull sees something shiny in the china shop, it wants it, it's going towards it. If you get in the way of the bull and try to redirect it somewhere else, you could have problems there. Let the bull do what the bull wants to do, and then just make improvements with what's left over. I feel like that's the best way to do it. You have to decide if you think that's right or not. You know, general read, subjective, you do what you got to do with it. But that's what I'm getting. Like, as long as you don't get in the way of the bull will be your friend. How's that? By the way, the bull is not it's the ram. I should be using the ram because I think it's the ram for the Aries, but you know, I'm not saying it's going to be an Aries person, but the person you're dealing with is kind of like, they have their agenda, they're going to do what they're going to do. Their agenda is, we're going to deal with the actual honesty of this. We're not going to put up with BS. We're going to see the truth, and we're going to fix it. And then when they kind of knock things over, you're like, well, now that we're going to fix it, let's fix it better. That's your energy. Are we good? All right. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.